There's something that no one ever talks about. It is entirely weird to be a widow. There's no preparation for it. You would never, if you're married, you would no more go to a class on how to learn to be a widow. I didn't, I wouldn't have even thought about it. It would have been one of those things you don't even want to think about. You don't want to deal with it. So here we are left with not knowing how to deal with it. Nobody tells us, nobody teaches us. We pick it up on the go after the fact. And some people say, well, how can you prepare for something like this? You can't. That because financially, maybe you could pay attention, which I didn't. My husband tried to get me to pay attention, but I didn't. So there are ways that you could probably get prepared, but there is no preparation for the emotional component that takes you to your knees. And you can't even compare it. It's an experience unless you've been through it. It's like a foreign language, but there's a familiarity with others that have gone through it that know the same language. And it's almost that analogy if you've ever traveled to a foreign country and they're speaking a foreign language and all of a sudden you hear English and it's very comforting, and it's someone that speaks your language. And that's where we're left as widows, is in a world with a different language that nobody understands unless you are a widow yourself. So